Good evening and welcome to the Gulf Coast Sports Network. The high school football regular season might be winding down, but the push for district championships and playoff contention is just now heating up. And tonight we'll add another factor for tonight's game, a major Hernando County rivalry. Matchup as the Battle of Hexham rivalry series renews. Tonight it's Weeki, Wachee, and Central on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. Again, good evening, and thank you for joining us here on the Gulf Coast Sports Network. On the broadcast tonight, there's the shot of the Hexham Trophy that's up for grabs. It'll be awarded to the winner of tonight's game. And we're coming to you live tonight from a rainy Central High School in Brooksville, Florida, as both the Hornets of Weeki Wachee and the Bears of Central make their final push for a playoff spot. I'm Will Wilkie, and I'll be your guide for the pregame show here tonight. Be sure to stick with us at halftime as well as we broadcast our senior spotlight interview for tonight's game, where we featured Caden Bergantino from Central High School. This impressive multi-sport athlete took an unconventional route to the football field. It's a fun story. We hope that you'll enjoy it. That's coming up at halftime, so you don't want to miss that. Also coming up at the half, we'll check in with field commentator John McMurdo, and he'll check in with Central Athletic Director Al Sorrentino for an update on Central High Athletics. Then we'll check in with the McMurdo Family Vision Regional Scoreboard throughout the game and at halftime as well, before returning to action in the second half. Now we're going to take it right over to the keys for tonight's game. A little bit about us. If you're new to the Gulf Coast Sports Network, we are a registered nonprofit media company. We provide all of our content free to the community as part of our mission. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, which is free for you, but it helps us out a lot. Also, follow us on Twitter and Facebook. You can search us for GCSN Broadcasts. It helps us out a lot. It also brings these wonderful athletes and coaches to a wider audience. We also have additional content on Facebook and Twitter that we don't have on our YouTube channel, so check that out. There's nothing better than seeing a rivalry renewed, the Battle of Hexham returning tonight with the added bonus of late-season playoff implications, as the winner tonight will remain in the hunt for a possible playoff bid. There's a lot on the line tonight for both squads, and Coach Pusateri of Central was kind enough to sit down with the Gulf Coast Sports Network and review his keys to tonight's game.
Tonight's game against Weeki, it's a rival game. They haven't played it in probably 3 years now, so that was one of my goals when I got back there, was to create them rivalries again within the county and stuff. So it kind of started with that. The Battle of Hexham, I believe, is what it's called. I want to get that right, but we're looking forward to it. We know that they're going to be excited to play. We're excited to play the game. We're not going to do anything different than we've been doing. We're going to come into the game and run our stuff and hopefully be pretty successful with it. So we've had to this point, we've been very successful on offense. Defense, we've struggled some games, and then we're starting to get that together too. So, and it's a big game for us. It's a district game. It's a rival game. They're our sister school. That school, from what I understand, broke off from Central, and some of our kids were over there now. So it's just a huge game. County-wise, community-wise, for our program. A lot of people, unfortunately, writ us off since the beginning of the year. Didn't think we could do what we did, and I'm not going to say I had much to do with it. It's the players who decided to play. I always said when I got to Central, the talent's in the building. We just got to get it to play. So like I said, we're excited as heck to play Weeki. We're glad it's at home. So. We're thrilled about it, and we like I said, we're going to come out, we're going to do what we do. We mix it up pretty good. We're a 50-50 team. We run the ball, we pass the ball. Obviously we'll try to get Caden some big plays in there, like always. But as far as a prediction on the game, we'll see. I'll be happy if we win by a point. So that's all I'm looking for.
That was our national anthem. Those were some great insights by Coach Pusateri, who has a great passion for the game and his players, and is leading a culture shift here at Central on the gridiron with the credo, Be the Change. We'd like to thank him and Athletic Director Al Sorrentino for the time and assistance that they provided to us for tonight's broadcast. But now it's time for some football, so let's get things going. Let's send it up to the booth for Paul and Dave for the Hornets and the Bears. Take it away, boys.
Thank you, Will, and good evening, streamers. Welcome to Gulf Coast Network. We're excited to get this Battle of Hexham underway, and it should be a very good game, as always, here at the Bear Den.
Yes, Paul. Tonight we get to see an offensive powerhouse that averages 200 yards per game in the air and over 100 yards on the ground. And yes, Paul, I'm talking about the Central Bears, who are off to one of their best starts in over a decade.
You know, Central's offense has been pretty impressive this season, but Wachee has scored 55 points in the last two games, and it seems to be hitting on all cylinders coming in tonight's matchup.
Yes, they have, and their defense has been playing some pretty special football as well, forcing several sacks on opposing offenses, led by the Frazier tandem of Noah and Matthew, who have combined for 17 sacks this season.
Yes, and Wachee's defense are going to have their hands full tonight trying to stop one of the Bay Area's top quarterbacks in Braden Joyner and his favorite target, who is also our senior spotlight tonight, Caden Bergantino.
Yes, they will. Central comes in at 3-1 at home, while Wachee is 0-4 on the road. But tonight doesn't really feel like a road game with only 6 miles separating these two schools.
Yes, Wachee currently holds the Hexham Trophy and has an overall record of 6-2 in this rivalry. And their offense and defense have been playing their best football this season of late, and Central has been lighting up the scoreboard a little bit too all season long.
Well, Paul, both teams have improved drastically over the past year, and tonight's game is big for bragging rights and big for district standings.
We'll get things underway here on Gulf Coast Sports Network with the kickoff right after this messages.
All right, Paul. It appears that Wachee won the toss, deferred to the second half, and it looks like Central's going to showcase that top offense that we saw earlier, or that we heard earlier about.
Yeah, and Central's going to be coming in, starting off with their quarterback, Braden Joyner, who's got 1,400 yards passing this season.
Wow, that's a lot.
And he's got a good backfield, too, with Mr. Spears in the backfield, who's got about 389 yards rushing so far this year. So it should be a good test right off the bat for Wachee.
Well, Coach P told us they want to be a 50-50 team. They want to throw it some and run it some. They don't want to be one-dimensional. And obviously, with the Joyner and the Bergantino combination, I expect them to throw a little bit more than usual. But it is a rainy night, and if you have that ground game ready to go, that's always important.
And Wachee's going to be able to showcase their defense with their two studs, the Frazier brothers, going out there. They're both over 60 tackles so far this season,
and a lot of sacks, as we mentioned earlier. And Melandruco is the coach of Wachee. This is his first season, and he's been a defensive coordinator for several years in the county. And if you are a former defensive coordinator and you take a head coaching job, we know your job is to showcase the best defense that you could possibly do. And it's going to be exciting to see these fellas, this top offense versus this top defense, and see how this game unfolds.
Well, Wachee's lined up here to kick off. Kicking off will be Shell Hennenberg. Back deep for Central. It looks like it's going to be Ethan Bergantino and Evan Spears.
Doesn't look like it's going to be a deep kick at all, though.
So let's get this Battle of Hexham underway. Here we go. Taken by Central. Slips down at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Make it the 37. 1st and 10 for Central. Let's see how they start off.
That's a good starting position to open up the game for the Bears. That kickoff though on a wet night, high kickoff, not always guaranteed catch by anyone.
So Joyner leads his team up to the line here, 1st and 10 for the Central Bears at the 37-yard line. See what he's got in store for him. There's a snap. Hand up. Nope. Fakes the hands off. Goes around the left side. Gets taken by a host of
Yeah, the Hornets defense, as advertised, stopped the first play from line of scrimmage with negative 2-yard run. Those defensive ends have played really well all season, and getting outside on a run is going to be a challenge all night long.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12 for Central. Set up in the pistol formation.
It looks like Bergantino's got 2 guys over him.
There's a snap. Joyner tries to take it. Get heavy pressure up the middle.
Yeah, he had 3 fellas on him for the Hornets. Number 10 for the Hornets, Noah Frazier, in on that. Also one of the guys in on that tackle.
Yeah, he definitely broke up through the middle there. He shot in there between the guard and the center and disrupted the play.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if Bergantino tracks 2 guys most of the night. It looks like they're trying to bring a second receiver, Amarian Davis, over to see if that gives him a one-on-one coverage.
So here we go, 3rd and 11. Joyner steps back. Heaves it over to the right. Oh, he's got his man. The defender fell down. Nice catch.
That was just a patient. Check out this replay. And from the recovery room, instant replay. Bergantino goes down, and the cornerback just is backpedaling, just falls down, and Bergantino keeps concentration and makes the very important catch for a Bears first down.
Yeah, that was Quentin Hines, who looks like he got his feet tangled up underneath him, and Bergantino came up with a nice catch there.
If you've ever ran backwards and you really running backwards, sometimes falling down is what happens. You've got to drop your bottom.
Plus, being a wet field doesn't help out neither. So, Central go ahead. There's a handoff right up the middle.
That's a Marion Davis right up the middle. They changed the formation, trying to maybe establish this run because they were unsuccessful out left and right, but up the middle, they maybe got a foot. That's not sure exactly where the mark is, but looks like they got a couple feet actually. Looks about 3 yards.
Yeah, they got about 3. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Let's chalk it up to 4. Twin receivers on each side. Joyner steps back, looks to the left, got a man wide open over the middle. Oh,
big hit.
Nice hit there, but that was a nice pass and run.
Yeah, check out the replay here. Quarterback Joyner knows what's going on right off the line of scrimmage. You see the inside receiver get a little room right there, and he's going to go ahead and pass it to him. Easy pitch and catch right there, but big hit by number 6 for the Hornets. That's Jacob Lawson on that big hit.
It looked like Matt DeHart on that catch there. So
I believe we're 1st and goal here, Paul.
1st and goal. We have on the 6. Wachee showing blitz coming up the middle. Try to get it to Spears. Stopped immediately.
Hey, the Hornets are stopping that run as they have focused on doing tonight. They're going to make Joyner throw it if they're going to have any chance of putting it in the end zone.
Blevins and Allen on that tackle.
Yeah, but there was 4 other guys waiting to see if he got through to put their hat on there.
I'll bring up 2nd and goal at the 7.
A lot of times at this spot, you'll see slants or goes. Little fade actions.
You got a man in motion. Joyner rolling to the right. Oh, tries to get it in the corner.
Wow. I saw him thread the needle, but I did not see the catch. I didn't realize that it was going to stay in bounds. What a hard, strong throw. And that is a touchdown for the Bears. Great throw by the quarterback.
That throw had me fooled.
Well, Bergantino's also going to be their kicker tonight, and he hit a 48-yarder earlier in the season to send the game into overtime, for which they won based on his kick.
Oh, it's a bad snap. Joyner looking to throw it. He's got a man on his back. They throw it. Oh, incomplete.
That'll be 6-0 with the failed PAT.
Yeah, Joyner had a little trouble with the snap there. It was a little bit low, and unfortunately, no good on the PAT.
So, 34, Isaac Pantera is the wide receiver who made the touchdown just a moment ago.
So that'll be 6-0 Bears. With 8:35 left to go here. So the Bears are already kicked off. Bergantino, little pooch kick down the field. Picked up by the Hornets, going up the middle. That's Noah Frazier. He'll bring it up to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, he had a full head of steam on that. And he's a big fella, 6'3", 195, defensive specialist. If you get that guy going on a kickoff return, he's going to be tough to bring down. I think the wet grass kind of aided his tackle there. But it'll be first down for this offense. Very similar starting position as Central had going the other way.
So we'll see Gino Martinez in a pistol formation. There's the snap. It looks to the left.
Oh.
Incomplete.
Yeah, that's a good throw by the quarterback. And Noah Frazier wishes he had that back because he had a little bit of room. But they are in their trip set, and there looked like a little bit of opportunity in the middle. I'm sure they're going to come back to that.
It's 2nd and 10 now for the Hornets.
Yeah, they're trying to stop this run. Look at all the fellas on the line of scrimmage.
There's the handoff. Tries to get up to the middle. Host of Bears on that.
Yeah, they have a lot of guys on that line of scrimmage. That's going to make it tough to run all night.
That was Rocco Orlando. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Coach Melandruco does like to run the ball. As a true defensive coordinator, you like a strong running game and a strong defense. And I know he's going to try to establish that, but they are coming back to the trip set that we just spoke about.
Definitely a passing down here, 3rd and 10. He's got a man in motion. There's a snap, fakes to the right. Martinez goes, he dumps it off short. Oh, incomplete.
That was the quarterback, his initial read was taken away, right? So he goes ahead to run, and at the last moment pulls it down for a nice little floater. If that's caught, the guy might be able to get a first down.
Pass was intended to Adrian Cabazzuto.
Well, it does bring up 4th down in your own side of the ball, so they're going to punt this ball away.
It looks like number 11, Rocco Orlando, back to punt. Gets off. Side of his foot, looked like. Hornets will down the ball at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been tipped by the Bears with a little bit of pressure. But it will be first down for the Bears with favorable field position.
Yeah, they took over 1st and 10 at Hornets 39.
39. And we saw 2 or 3 passes last time and a lot of runs by the Bears. So it'll be interesting to see where they go from here because they didn't get a lot on the runs.
Joyner sits back at the pass, goes over to the right. Bergantino again. Oh, just beyond his fingertips.
Yeah, Bergantino had a step on his man, but the ball just outside his fingertips.
Hey, Bill, on the long pass plays, you have to zoom out, okay?
Looked like the running back was also available for the Bears, right there, the little sweep action in the flats. But he's going to go to Bergantino early and often. That's their game plan. That's what they've done every game this season, and it's been a very effective play for him.
And it doesn't look like they're shy about going deep, too. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bears. Twin receivers on each side. There's the snap, the handoff. Oh, we got a flag.
Yeah, so, something happened pre-snap. I'm not sure if the defense came across
False
the
start.
offense. On the offense?
Yep, false start.
All right. I didn't see which one of them moved, but it will back them up.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 15 for the Bears. One thing either team needs to make sure that they keep in check tonight are the penalties, because with a wet field, wet ball, penalties are not going to be your friend. They never are.
They never are, dry field or not. And we've had our share of games with lots of penalties and games that were pretty clean throughout.
So here's Joyner. 2nd long, getting pressure on the
Lot
left
of pressure.
side.
Lot of pressure.
Bergantino, nice catch over the 30-yard line.
Yeah, check out this replay here. Bergantino sells the deep ball right here, and then he comes inside for what most people refer to as the dig, and a nice low ball where only his receiver can catch it. And way to get him out of their penalty there with that offsides for a first down for the Bears.
That's a big first down.
But a lot of pressure by that front defensive line for the Hornets.
So the Bears, 1st and
Screen,
10,
screen.
little screen. Spears goes around the left side. He's got it one man to beat.
And
Just short of the first down.
And a good offensive coordinator is going to know the best thing you can do to slow down a defense is hit them with an early screen. That way you have something to think about on the next play.
2nd and short for the Bears. 6:27 left to go on the clock.
Likely looking for a run here just so that you can keep it even and not become one-dimensional, and it is 2nd down.
Heavy front on the right side. Joyner pitches over to Spears to the right. Trying to get around the outside. It looks like he does.
That's going to be 23 on the tackle. Jordan Jandro, strong outside backer for the Hornets, but that is going to be enough for a first down.
1st and 10 Bears at the Hornets 15-yard line.
As we spoke earlier, it's hard. Let's check out a commercial, Paul.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
And we're back. Central, 1st and 10 on the 15. Joyner goes right up the middle,
Still fighting.
dragging a host of Hornets.
You know, Joyner's not a big fella, but he runs hard and he plays tough, and he actually is one of their better tacklers on defense as well, who doesn't get a lot of playing time as he would like, but he definitely moves the pile.
So that'll bring up 2nd and about 4. The Bears on the move here. 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Bears up 6-0. Hornets showing blitz again. That's Blevins. Joyner to the right. Oh,
Yes.
taken down by Matthew Frazier.
And we've heard of the Fraziers already. That's Matthew's first sack. Noah already has one. And he tackled high to low, which that's how you're supposed to wrap up the quarterback.
Actually, Noah's leading the team in sacks. You can chalk that up to 10.5 now
Wow.
this year.
The Hornets are pretty proud of those fellas. You know, my understanding is both teams had a lot of guys in the weight room over the summer so that they can dominate right now. And the Hornets really like those two guys.
So they lost about 6 yards on that play. That'll be 3rd, just shy of 9. Joyner looking over the field. He dumps it short to Davis. Davis with a big move. Is he in? No, he looks like he's down just short of the goal line.
Check out the replay here. It's just a quick look. He loses ground right now, invites the defense there, jumps as he throws the ball to Marion Davis, who has 3 guys blocking for him, and that's not a touchdown, Paul, but what it is a first down and goal from the 1-yard line.
1st and goal on the 1. Heavy backfield there. Bears give it to Davis. See if he can finish it off. Looks like he got stopped short. Just short.
Well, when you're lining up, 4.5 yards deep, it takes you a few seconds to get to the original line of scrimmage. But he did hit a spin move, but the Hornets defensive line has been their pride and joy, and they did not allow him to get any yards whatsoever.
There's a lot of good pressure there on the Hornets defense right up there in the middle. So again, that'll bring up 2nd and short, just shy of the goal line. Hornets again showing blitz up the middle. And a timeout for Central. They didn't like what they saw.
Well, we only get so many plays here, so it's important to make sure you get the best ones to add up to your points. Super Bowl weekend this weekend for the NFL flag football.
So with a 3:39 left to go in the first quarter, Central up 6-0. It's going to be 2nd down and goal, right at the goal line.
They are showing an empty set right now. You think this is just a QB dive?
I would say there's a high probability of that. And he does. He goes right up the middle. Touchdown, Bears. Braden Joyner just follows the center right up the middle. Puts the Bears up right now 12-0.
Well, he only had to go 24 inches, and those were not 24 easy inches either. The Hornets had a nose guard and 2 middle linebackers creeped up, and he had to go off guard just a bit, but he was able to push it through.
They'll line up for 2. Spears in motion. Oh, bad snap, low. Joyner trying to look. Throws it into the end zone. Oh, just knocked away.
Yeah, I don't believe Bergantino was able to get his eyes on the ball, but, Joyner had to pick it up off the ground, square shoulders quickly on the run while being pursued. But he gave him a chance, but it'll remain 12-0, Paul, in this first quarter.
That was a nice play by Jandro in the back of the end zone there. So 12-0. Bears over the Hornets here.
Well, this far, Paul, we've talked about the offense and the defense, and they've had some pretty good battles.
Central's definitely leading in the time of possession. Like you said, a nice balance of some passing, some runs, chewing up the clock, keeping Weeki Wachee's offense off the field.
Be interesting to see, Paul, if Central will kick deep again to Frazier, because he looked like he could have taken it a little ways if he didn't lose his footing last time.
Bergantino is going to be kicking off here for Central. Nice kick there. Taken again by Frazier. He's got 3 Bears he's trying to elude, and he's taken down at the 20.
It took 3 of them, but they got him down right at the 20, like you mentioned. Big fella. I'm impressed with his size and being able to catch the ball. Plays good defense, but the Bears had that covered really well.
Weeki Wachee coming off a 3-and-out last time. Let's see if they can get a little bit of momentum going in this.
Well, you can see pre-snap they have 8 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Definitely don't fear the pass from the Hornets. So it'll be 1st and 10. Looks like at the 21. Martinez pitches. Oh, it's fumble there by Orlando. Looks like he got back on the ball. Let's look at the replay.
Yet that ball came off hard and strong from the quarterback on the pitch, and it just went to his face mask, but they were able to recover it, and it's just going to be 2nd and 10. Gio Martinez is the quarterback for the Hornets. He's just a sophomore, Paul.
He's got a couple more years here at the school. Let's see what he can do here on this play. That looks like it was tipped down. Are they calling that a fumble?
His hand was definitely going forward, but they are signaling.
Let's see what they call. Referees are getting together.
Yeah, they got to make sure they get this right. Incomplete. That's how I saw it as well.
Yeah, he definitely looked like his arm was going forward on that there. So that'll bring up a 3rd and long.
It did appear that the Bears are giving single coverage, man coverage on their single receiver, and it did look like that Weeki wanted to go to him. Number 2 for the Hornets. That's Matthew Frazier.
So Martinez, see what he can do here on a 3rd and 10. He's going to go to the right. High throw right off of
It's Noah Frazier's hands. The ball was a little high, making it tough, because those screens are supposed to be quick, and anytime you have to jump, you're a little vulnerable. You want to get back down to the ground so you can run. It's a tough catch to make on a screen.
Yeah, if you make the receiver have to jump, then that's a second or two that he has to readjust, and that gives the defensive time to get up
to
in
react.
there.
Absolutely.
So Orlando will be back to punt.
Stop right there and just get the returner.
All right. Yeah, Rocco's going to be punting this ball. He's going to see if he can get a better punt than last time.
Looks like Spears is back deep.
They look like they're coming for this.
There's the snap. The punt, it's off.
Much better punt.
He takes it around the right side. Goes across the 30. Taken down at the 26.
That's Keith Norton, one of the Hornets for the number 86, in on that tackle. Rocco got that ball off. It was higher, untipped, and had it not been caught by Spears, it would have taken a Hornet bounce for sure.
Yeah, they would have definitely had a long field after that.
Yeah, Spears made a nice job hustling to that ball and catching it. They switched Bergantino and Amarian Davis slot receivers.
Davis out wide. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Bergantino in motion, hands it off.
Oh. Pre-snap whistle.
Offsides on the offense. Probably the receiver on the left side might have been lined up in the neutral zone.
Well, that's the first time they sent Bergantino in jet motion, and I'm gonna guess that was something they've been excited for. And it looked like he had a little bit of room. You know, Bergantino is a pretty good athlete, so to be able to get him the ball in space is kind of the goal.
Through the VFW, I went through the American Legion, and I felt they couldn't help me. And, you know, I got in touch with Chris, and he got right to work on it, and I'd say within a year, I had 100% disability.
So we're back here. It's going to be
1st and 15.
1st and 15 on this.
They're going to bring Bergantino to his normal position out wide. Let Marian have the inside spot.
I believe they called Central a timeout on that.
There's our senior spotlight there on the camera. One thing I like is if you watch Joyner as he lines up at quarterback, he is looking at the defense. He's checking everything. He's in zero hurry to snap the ball. His eyes are always downfield. That little pre-snap read is important.
So 1st and 15 for the Bears on this. Joyner drops back, looks over the middle, gets some pressure. Taken down.
Yeah, that's number 2 and number 10. That's the duo we've been talking about, the Frazier duo. Noah and Matthew meeting at the cost of Joyner.
Stop by number 10, Noah Frazier.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 19. Very long for the Bears. The pressure on the left side of the Bears line there, they're going to have to maybe start double teaming over there on Frazier. He's definitely disrupting a lot of these plays.
Got a tight bunch over here.
Oh. Joyner trying to find out.
Wow, another sack. That's by Matthew.
Matthew Frazier this time.
That's his 3rd sack of the first quarter. Which the Hornets needed this kind of defensive series right here because they're super strong and they need this to keep the game competitive. With a minute 12 to go in the first quarter. But we've seen this situation where they're down, you know, it's something, you know, 3rd and long and they hit Bergantino on a big one.
Yeah, when you got Bergantino, you never know.
It looks like he's got triple coverage on this side though.
Oh, he drops the ball again. Joyner airing it downfield to Bergantino. Oh!
Almost made a circus catch. Joyner picked the ball up, threw the ball perfectly as he was taking the hit, and Bergantino sticks one hand out and nearly comes down with it in triple coverage. But there is a flag on the play on 3rd and 28.
Let's see what the call is. Pass interference on the defense.
That is a big penalty. Paul, will that be an automatic first down or?
It's a 15-yard penalty, so that'll bring up 3rd and what are we at, about 14.
Okay. So not an automatic.
Not an automatic anymore. So a little life breathed into the Bears offense there on that pass interference place. Again, Hornets showing blitz. Joyner, pressure. Oh, the ball knocked away. Picks it back up. Throws it to the left. Oh, he does. Get a reception there by Spears.
Yeah, what a great job. Check out the replay here. It's a great snap by the center, and it just poked out by this awesome defense, and he quickly gets his shoulders around, finds Spears, and makes a play. But it's still 4th down and about 15, 14, 15.
That was Noah Frazier on that play again.
Of course it was.
He's just absolutely disrupting the Bears' backfield today.
4th down and 16.
It appears they're going for it. I know they do have a pretty solid kicker.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Let's check out some commercials, Paul.
Certainly, I'm an avid golfer. Been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do, and Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience and the ability to dig into the files and get the results that got me my 100%. Tremendous job in helping veterans.
So we're back here at the Battle of Hexham. Start up the second quarter. Central got a 12-0 lead over Weeki Wachee.
Very important 4th down, Paul.
Yep, 4th and 14. Another flag on a play.
I saw the first drive, I felt like there was a couple early starts by the wide receivers, and that's what that was there. They're leaving just before the ball is snapped.
That's going to move them back 5 more yards. One thing you got to get used to in October is the refs with the pink flags.
Players with pink socks, refs with pink flags. It's all for breast cancer awareness.
So that'll move them back 5 more yards. 4th and very long. Joyner looking downfield on the left. Oh, knocked away.
Yeah, that's good defense there, knocking the ball away at the last moment. It's just an empty set offense, which is what you got to do in that situation. Braden Joyner dropped his feet. That's a quick 5-step already in the gun. But, yeah, that'll bring up Weeki Wachee's offense on the field.
Nice deflection there by Adrian Cabazzuto. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Let's see if they can get something together. They had two straight 4-and-outs.
Looks like they're running a little bit of off balance right now, or double tight. It appears to be double tight.
They're in the I formation. Martinez looks like he hands it up to the fullback. Picks up about 5 yards.
That's just a simple concept where you're just down blocking and giving it to the first guy right up the gut, and you're hoping to get 4 yards every play. And if you do, you can march it all the way down to the goal line.
Looked like Jordan Jandro on that play. Again in the I formation. Again, giving it to Jandro. He goes back up the middle, trying to fight for a couple yards there.
And you can see how tight that fullback is to the quarterback. They're just trying to hit it quick and fast, and if they get a seam with as many men as the Bears are committing to that line of scrimmage, he will have some run.
So the Hornets will have a 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 2. Sticking with the I formation. This time Martinez keeps it. He goes up the middle, picks up about 8 yards on that play.
Well, you just give it to the fullback, and then on the important down, you pull it from the quarterback and turn him into a little bit of a blocker and let your quarterback run. Martinez seems to be a pretty quick little fella, and he picked up a very important first down, the first first down for the Hornets this evening.
Yes. Hornets now on Bears territory. About the 47-yard line. Here's a snap. Handoff again to Jandro. He goes back up the middle. Picks up about 3.
His offensive guard somehow got behind the fullback and was able to push him forward.
So the Hornets got a nice little drive going here. A heavy dose of Jandro so far on this drive. 2nd and 8. This time they go to Orlando. He picks up about 4 yards.
Orlando hit that hole really quick, just trying to pick up the standard 4 yards. And if it's 4 yards in a cloud of dust, that's what it is, and you're going to keep moving the chains. But it's a very important 3rd down here.
Got about 3rd and 5. Central's going to have to watch the fake handoff again, mate. Single receiver right. There's the snap. They go to Orlando. He goes up the left. Oh, close to the 1st down.
That was a huge block by Noah Frazier on that defensive end that helped spring him free for those 3.5, 4 yards that were just gained. Big block.
Looks like he's about a half-yard short.
I'm sure they're going to go for it. They're over the 50.
So it'll bring 4th and 1. Hornets down by 12. 8:45 left to go here in this half. And then Martinez takes it right up the middle, pushes the pile.
More than enough for the 1st down for the Hornets. And, this is a mindset. When you're that close and they're that close, it's just a mindset. It's a 1-2. It's not too hard to figure out where the ball is going. You guys got to get your man a hat on your man and move your feet. And the defense is trying to do the exact opposite.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets at the Bears 35. The handoff again to Orlando. He goes up the right side, picks up about 7.
Yeah, I'm noticing some really good blocking by the Hornets offensive linemen. I mean, they're really moving that original line of scrimmage downfield. And that's their best 1st down play yet right there. Good old 6 yards.
I think the Hornets have found something here.
They're not wasting much time in the huddle either.
Yeah, we go back to Orlando. He goes up to the right side. Correction on that one. That's going to be Maracusio.
It should be a 1st down. I mean, they are moving the ball. The Frazier twins are helping out blocking as well. I mean, they're both in on moving some of these Bears around.
Oh, bad snap or handoff there.
Just missed the handoff.
Martinez lucky to get that back. That popped up in the air long enough for him to grab it and go down.
So that is the play that can ruin the drive simply because you're not getting your 4 yards that you want. But they have 14 yards to go. 14 yards here for the 1st down.
So it'll be 2nd and 13. Yeah, we're going up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards on that. That's Rocco Orlando. So it looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Nice drive here by the Hornets.
And they're giving their defense a chance to breathe, even though some of their players are playing both ways.
There's a snap. Orlando, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it started with the missed handoff that kind of slowed this drive down, and here we are finding a 4th down, and we'll call it 9.
Cameron Jung on that play.
You think they stay in the same formation?
They did. So it's going to be 4th down and 7. Martinez under center. Drops back to pass.
Dump.
Quick throw. Hits the Frazier. Fighting for some yards.
That's just a quick tight end dump. Check out the replay here. We've been running up the middle, been running off tackle, and here it is. Let's let the tight end release for a quick catch. Another Frazier play made, and this time it was by Noah. And that's an important first down, Paul, which will bring him first and goal from about the 9.
Oh, let's go to the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. So we're back here. Central 12-0 over Weeki Wachee. Weeki Wachee here on a nice drive. Here's a snap. The handoff to Orlando right up the middle. That'll bring up second and goal. I think he's down to about the 4. Really nice drive here by Weeki Wachee.
Yeah, absolutely. It's exactly what they needed to respond to these 2 touchdowns by the Bears. Which, you know, at the beginning, they were trying to spread the ball out a little bit because there's so many people on the line, but now they're just trying to block those people, which have worked for them.
There's a shot on the left side.
He carried him into the end zone, I believe.
That is touchdown, Weeki Wachee.
That was 21, Eric Marsuccio. Check out the replay. He is met by 2 guys right there, 24 and 4, as he brings them into the end zone with him. Big time touchdown for the Hornets. And a very important PAT because the Bears have missed both of their opportunities.
Shell Hennenberg is going to be lined up for the extra point. There's the snap. Kick is up. And good.
It's 12-7, Paul. And took the Hornets a quarter to respond, but they have done so, and they look sharp doing it.
5 years, I haven't ran because I just believed that my body was on the decline, that the pain that I was experiencing was not tolerable enough for me to go out and run. And the day that he adjusted me, I felt that relief, and I felt like I could actually put on my cleats again.
So we're back here, 4:55 left to go here in the half. Bears up 12-7 over the Hornets, who had just had a nice drive. Capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Eric Maracuccio. So Hennenberg will be set to kick off here.
Looks like freshman Ethan Bergantino, Caden's brother, and Spears will be back deep for the Bears.
Here's the kick, going again, the short kick.
Fair catch. Oh, and he hit him.
Yeah,
there was a fair catch call. Yeah, you definitely, you teach your return team to wave that hand so you don't get clobbered. That's what he did, and any contact will draw a penalty. How many yards is that penalty, Paul?
Fair catch interference, I believe, is a 10-yard penalty.
I believe you're right. Which will help the Bears, again, with great starting position.
Actually, it's a 15-yard penalty. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Hornets 45. Again, something the Hornets got to stay away from. Being down in this position is the penalties. Another penalty.
That might be again on the Bears. I think they are leaving early, which is the third offensive starting penalty for the Bears.
I think you're definitely right, Dave. I think the receivers on the right side out there, they get an early jump.
Yeah, those happy feet, especially if you have a guy in motion, they're not going to let him get away with it.
So that'll bring up 1st and 15. Ball at midfield. Joyner in the pistol with Evans behind him. Spears, excuse me. Davis in motion. Goes to Spears. Gets us up maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, he's met by a bunch of Hornets there. Hard to run right into that middle of that D line, but it's also hard to run outside of them. But I can appreciate Coach P not going away from the run, because obviously the passing yards is what's been moving the ball for him.
2nd and 14 for the Bears. Snap. Joyner rolls to the left, looking. Completion. Goes up to about the 33, 32-yard lines. Nice catch.
Check out this replay. That's the other Bergantino, the freshman Bergantino, Ethan. But check out Joyner right here as he squares his shoulders, gives a strike. The freshman catches it, keeps his feet, gets the next couple extra yards here for a big first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 for the Bears at the 32-yard line. 3:50 left to go here in the half. Joyner rolling to the right this time, looking downfield. Fires it. Picks up the first down.
That's the Caden Bergantino. Just gets past the sticks. Comes back on the hitch. Check it out once again. Quarterback does so good at rolling out, throwing the ball right at the sticks as we talked about. And another catch and another first down for the Bears.
Big first down for the Bears. The 17-yard line of the Hornets.
Joyner's just a junior, so he will be back again next season, having a great junior campaign.
Yeah, got another penalty. Delay a game on the Bears. So that'll move them back 5 yards. Bring up 1st and 15. You had mentioned that Joyner's a junior. 1,400 yards passing. Those are phenomenal stats for a junior.
They are, and the big reason why they've already got 4 wins this season.
And he has 16 touchdown passes to 4 interceptions.
Oh, they are having a hard time. Listen, the wide receiver's job is to watch that ball and move after it moves. So these penalties can be cleaned up and should be cleaned up. And I'm sure Coach P is going to talk to him at halftime.
I think so. I think actually the center might have forgotten the snap count because it looked like everybody was going on that one but the center. So that'll bring 1st and long. Bears digging himself a hole here.
Yeah, they look like they're bringing pressure this time.
Joyner goes to the left. He's getting the pressure. Fires it out to the other Bergantino. He gets up to about the 20-yard line before bringing out of bounds.
Check out, as Joyner's rolling out, he stops right there, squares his shoulder so quick and delivers that strike to Ethan Bergantino, who's wrapped up rather quickly by number 5, Adrian.
He got that ball off real quick.
I believe there's some laundry as we check out that shot there from our film crew. getting every word from these referees as they try to organize this next call. Got to get it right, and that's what they're working on. We appreciate the fine job those referees are doing tonight.
I'm not sure if he was trying to call a late hit out of bounds.
It did look like he was pile drived about 4 yards out of bounds, and that's where the penalty flag rests. It's right at the line of scrimmage, so it's probably going to be a few extra yards for the Bears.
Well, we got a personal foul on the Hornets and an unsportsmanlike on the Bears. So I definitely believe it was going to be on that tackle.
Yeah.
So those penalties should offset one another. So we're back down to second down and 15.
It appears that they're having a conversation.
I didn't see anything extra on that tackle there. Let's go to the replay on that. As you can see, he goes out to the left there. He makes a nice catch. He's fighting for some extra yards.
And
he grabs it. He goes out of bounds. I don't know if it was the safety that was coming over cleaning up that they gave it to him.
But it does leave us about 2nd and 15, as you said.
So Joyner again rolling to the right. Oh, getting pressure. Oh, gets hit hard. Brought down.
That defensive line. You know, you see the running back will chip one Frazier, and then the other Frazier's going to clean him up, which will make it 3rd and even longer.
One's a junior, one's a sophomore. Wachee's definitely got something there.
Absolutely. Those fellas, they play hungry, you know. And if you look at their size right there, they are strong, long, young men. And if you can do so, you can definitely build around that. Make sure you guys are sticking around at halftime as we see our senior spotlight, Caden Bergantino, share his story as he's been playing hard all game for us tonight. I'm excited to see his halftime senior spotlight.
Well, the Bears are going to get moved back another 5 yards for a delay of game. That'll bring 2nd and very long at the 30. The Bears are shooting themselves in the foot on that drive here.
Paul, I believe it's 3rd down, 3rd and long. But, you know, with the pass rush that you're getting with just 3 and 4 guys, you can have some spies in the backfield. You know, they're already using 2 and 3 of them to cover up one Bergantino. But it's going to make it more challenging for Braden to throw this ball. It's like
pressure right up the middle. Dumps it off to Spears. Eludes one tackle. Tries to go back up in the middle.
Great run. You know, you can tell right away with Joyner's quick back pedal. Throws it quick, but he kicks his feet right out of that tackle and then runs real well right here. But there's just a lot of Hornets to bring him down. But it's going to be 4th and a bit. And they might be kicking it here because they do have a 5-point lead. And if they can make this field goal, easy math says it'll be an 8-point lead. It looks like they got it. Caden Bergantino getting ready to kick this. Joyner holding it down. 42 yards, Paul. 42-yard field goal attempt.
Let's see if he can make it. There's the snap. The kick. It's short.
It's going to be short.
That was a nice long attempt there. Unfortunately, he came up about 5 yards short. That'll keep the score. The Bears 12, Hornets 7. 54 seconds left to go in the half.
Pretty exciting half. I mean, we talked about the offense of the Bears and the defense of the Hornets, and that's been the battle we've seen.
Over the years, Weeki Wachee has always stepped up their game when they play against the Bears in this rivalry matchup, and it's like they're a totally different team when they come out here and play against the Bears. It's really a heated rivalry.
Well, I'm glad we've renewed this rivalry because they haven't played each other since these seniors were freshmen.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Another dose of Orlando goes up to the left side, picks up about 3. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're probably going to run this down. I don't see them throwing the ball this close to their end zone with only 26 and counting. They are offset.
2nd and 7. There's a handoff going up to the right side. Taken down.
That was number 2, Isaiah Butler was the first guy on the tackle, but just grabbed the jersey. Wasn't able to finish the tackle, but slowed down the runner. And that's going to bring it to us for the end of this first half. And I can't wait for you guys to see this senior spotlight. Let's turn it over to Will Wilkie.
Thank you, Paul and Dave. Great job on that first half call tonight. Welcome to GCSN at the Half. I'm Will Wilkie, and I'll be taking you through all of our halftime content. When we come back from a quick break, we'll get things going with our senior spotlight feature. Tonight we have Central wide receiver Caden Bergatino. You've heard his name called a couple of times here tonight, and we'll bring that to you right after this.
Play football, you develop this mentality that you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain. To think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
Again, thank you for sticking with us here at halftime. We've got our senior spotlight segment, Caden Bergatino.
Growing up, my dad was always like a big influence on me playing sports, and he was always the coach of my teams. And it really all started playing baseball and soccer at Anderson Snow. And ever since then, I ended up playing YMCA basketball. And then really all I did growing up was just play sports. There was really nothing else to it. I loved playing sports growing up, and soccer was actually one of my favorite sports. We ended up going down to Hudson and competing for the Sunshine Cup, and me and my brother's team ended up winning it, and that was just a really good moment in my life. I played baseball, like travel, and that's where I traveled all around America, and my Dixie team had won the World Series over in Mississippi. That's actually my dad was the coach. That was his biggest. He told me it was one of his biggest achievements ever in his life, was coaching that team. My love of sports translated into middle school. I played football, basketball, and ran track. When I was in 6th grade, just seeing all the bigger guys on the field, it was definitely a little intimidating. But as I played football and knew it just took a good mentality, it became easier. I played fullback and D-end. I just really liked playing fullback and D-end because you could really just go and hit anybody, and it wasn't really like you had to be good. You just kind of had to do a certain job. You had to block somebody, contain the outside, do certain things that just required a role, and I was good at that role. In 8th grade, I was a captain, and I had to lead the team, and I never really had that role before. In 7th grade was the first JV game of the year. I broke my ankle, lost the whole season, and then 8th grade, it meant more to me because to me, that was the last time I was going to play football. I was like, I'm going to Central. I'm never going to play football again. So I was just kind of trying to leave it all out on the field because I figured it was going to be my last time. And we ended up going to the district championship and losing to Powell. But we had a great year. I was a part of one of the best defenses in the county. So just great times. Well, in basketball, I was on JV. I played point guard for my 6th grade year. My 7th grade year, I ended up moving up to varsity and started at shooting guard. And that was like a big moment for me. Definitely like a stepping point in basketball to play a lot of the older guys. And then my 8th grade year, kind of had to take control of the team, be a captain. And then that's where my decision to go to Central happened because the basketball team was really good. That was my main focus all through high school, was to focus all on basketball and go somewhere for that. In track in 8th grade, I was 2nd in the county for long jump, and in the district meet, I was just competing in everything. I think I came 3rd, or we had the #1 4x1 team in Central or Challenger history, so that was a big deal to me. Well, coming in as a freshman, I was definitely like scared. Didn't really know what to do. Played a lot in the summer, like my 8th grade summer coming into high school, and then I ended up earning a starting spot or a varsity spot with my older brother, and I didn't really play as much, but I still averaged like 4 or 5 points a game. My only focus in my freshman year was only like pretty much defense and just like stopping their best player. I ended up breaking my leg and my knee my sophomore year, so my season had got cut short. But coming into the season, it was a big point for me to step up into that next level and kind of show out. I think I ended up averaging 11 points, 9 rebounds a game. We ended up going to the district championship. I don't think we ended up making states that year, but it was a great year. And then moving into my junior year, I was one of the main players. It was me, Trey Joyner, Deshaun Brown. We ended up going to the Final Four for the state. We ended up losing to Gibbs in a close game, but that was definitely a big year for me, and I have a lot of memories that I won't ever forget. In basketball, one thing I love the most is that I could be a versatile player. Last year, my junior year, I had to play center because I was the tallest on the team, so I always had to guard a guy bigger than me, and that was just a big deal to me, so I always took pride in my defense. One of the biggest moments that popped out to me was the Nature Coast game. I can't remember, I had like 4 or 5 blocks, and I was locked in on defense, and we ended up winning the game by a buzzer beater, and it was just a big moment for me because going to Central, it's a big deal, beating Nature Coast. It's always a good feeling. An unexpected thing that happened in my high school career was after my junior year of basketball, Coach P had came up to me and Braden and tried to get us to play football. And everyone would kind of just take it as a joke. We're not playing football. It's Central. Our team's horrible. Da-da-da. But I actually really wanted to play football. I always wanted to play again. I knew I was good, so I wanted to give it a shot again.
Basically, I came into Central late last year at the end of July and was there probably 6 days, and it was time to start practice. So we played with what we had, and not a very good season. We did grow a little bit that year, but my goal was to recruit the school in January, to recruit the whole school. So I went to their very first basketball game and realized, we've got some talent in the school. And that's really where I started to focus. And it probably took 6 months to convince these guys to play football, but we started within our program.
Came to a practice. Braden, you got to come out to a practice. It's we're changing the program. And ever since then, I played in the spring game. I had 2 touchdowns, 160 yards. I kicked a field goal. And then at that moment, that's when I had known that I should have been playing football this whole time, and it really just came easy to me, and I'm really looking forward if I could play at the next level. I honestly love the game. It's fun. I just love how you can get along and have so many different relationships with teammates. It's honestly just a good feeling.
Well, I think the very first time I seen him on the field, he probably leaped in the air 3 or 4 feet and pulled the ball out from nowhere. He's got that type of ability. I'm going to be honest with you, when he first came out, I thought he might be our quarterback. So, and then, Joyner came up, and between the two of them, I think they have that connection. They like to throw to each other. They play basketball together. But just his pure athletic ability is what stood out to me.
Going into the season, I have a lot of goals. One of my main goals is to lead the county in receiving yards. I also want to have 10 touchdowns this year. That's honestly a big goal to me. But going into it as a team, I really want to win the district championship. We have a lot of guys that no one knows about, and I feel like a lot of us aren't even putting us into consideration, and I just want to prove them wrong.
Caden stood out to me right from the get-go because he's a competitor. All right, he's relentless, and I'm a fan of basketball too, and I like that they play defense on basketball, and that's what kept them together. And he's also a team player, obviously a very good athlete. So he was the start, and I knew that with his size, that he had a good chance to be pretty good, and he's proven himself to be that.
It's crazy to me that my senior year is coming up, and it's all going to be over for me. I got a lot of opportunity with sports. I got to play a lot of different sports, and just want to thank my parents for being there with me through it all. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been able to get where I'm at today. When I graduate, I just want to look back and see that I was a part of the change and that everything's going better in Bear Country and their school spirit, and they're proud to be a Bear, and that would honestly be a good feeling in my heart.
Caden has a second side to him too, and it's academically. He's pretty successful in the classroom. He's got a pretty high GPA, and we stress that all the time, is you need that GPA to get to the next level. But he's got that work ethic, and that's that competitiveness in him. He's competitive in the classroom just like he is on the court, just like he is in football. So, and he understands that academics will help him get to the next level. And you talked about how he's viewed in the school, and he's viewed as one of the leaders in the school. The administration sees him that way. The teachers see him that way. The other students see him that way. So he's a leader, and that's what you need, especially in a high school situation. You need leaders on your team, and somebody who's going to stand up and tell you when you're doing something wrong and call you out, and that's how he is.
Personal goals when I graduate are going to college and playing football. I really see myself having a future in it. I want to study sports medicine. I feel like since I went through a lot of injury in my sports career, I could help other athletes, and I feel like sports medicine is going to be a good topic for me to study. Coach Fee, his like facial expressions, and he was dancing. It was just funny. It's just I don't know. It's just I don't know.
We hope you enjoyed that senior spotlight feature about Caden and his unique journey to his senior year. It was a pleasure getting to know Caden during the interview, and we certainly wish him well this season and beyond. As a reminder, Caden's Spotlight will be posted to our YouTube channel later on this evening. You can look under our special events sections. It'll be a standalone video there, so you can catch it anytime that you wish. All of our senior spotlights for this season can be found on our YouTube channel, so check it out. We've got some great players featured with some amazing stories and experiences. Right now, we have a great game going on here. Let's send it down to field commentator John McMurdo, who's with Central Athletic Director Al Sorrentino. Turn your mic on, John. So we apologize. We're having an issue with our audio. We're going to try to get that fixed here in just one moment. We'll take a quick break and come back right after this.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
Okay, we're going to give this one more try. We've got John McMurdo on the field with Central Athletic Director Al Sorrentino. Let's give it another try, John. Thank you for that report, John, and thank you to Coach Sorrentino for taking the time with us here at halftime. 12-7 is your score. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be back for the second half. You're watching the Gulf Coast Sports Network.
Play football, you develop this mentality that you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain, to think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
We hope you enjoyed all of our content here on GCSN at the Half. Again, thank you to Coach Pusateri, Al Sorrentino, and Caden. Go ahead and toss a like our way on our YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, and it helps us out a lot. Please follow us on Facebook and Twitter. You can search for us by looking at GCSN Broadcast. We have additional content there that you will not find on our YouTube channel. We've got highlights and much, much more. As always, we appreciate your viewership and your support. Now let's send it back up to Paul and Dave for the second half call.
Thanks, Will. Here we are in the third quarter here. It's going to be Central 12, Weeki Wachee 7.
Paul, did you get a chance to look at that Morningshire Marketplace there on Etsy? It's a local hometown shop. And if you use our code GCSN 2022, you'll get 15% off of some really cool necklaces that are already priced right. And they have like real baseballs and real softballs and real football as a part of it. Looks pretty neat. I know my wife's been searching for something special for our little football players that we have at home as well.
Yeah, so just make sure you just mention the GCSN 2022 for 15% off your order. So as we're getting ready to start the second half here. Central up 12-7. The balance on the Central side is there. They have a little bit of passing, a little bit of running. Weeki Wachee is actually holding up pretty well defensively. They've made some nice stops. When they're trying to run up the middle Central, definitely Weeki Wachee is clogging the hole on that. Weeki Wachee on the offense side of the ball, I think they found their groove on that little I formation running.
Yeah, what they do is they have an off-balance line. So they have a guard, a center, 2 tackles, and a tight end, and then they have another back in the backfield. And it's tough to stop. I mean, you got 5 guys, but they don't always go towards the strong side. They can go backside, but they were just getting 4, 5, 6 yards of bop that last drive that they had, the last scoring drive. But you did mention that Central has been trying to stay 50-50 in the play call, but they are much more effective in the passing game than they have been in the running game today. And they've gotten it. Joyner's throwing the ball to several people. Obviously Caden Bergantino, Ethan Bergantino, Martin Davis has a catch. Sparks, the running back, has a couple of catches. I mean, Joyner's really trying to find the open wide receiver, and he's doing a pretty doggone good job of hitting the open bear downfield.
Yeah, all season long he's spread out that ball. He's got Spears with 23 receptions, Caden Bergantino with 33, Ethan with 11 coming into this game. So he's definitely sharing the ball out there.
One thing I loved seeing about the senior spotlight was Coach P say, hey, I'm going to focus on the guys walking the halls and get them out there. Last year, we were doing a broadcast at the Nature Coast game, and Ethan and Braden Joyner were at the game in the stands, pointing and laughing and watching. And it's so good to see those two fellas out here playing for their school. And it looks like it was a great decision on both of them. Who've Coach Pete's talked about be the change, be the change, be the change, and those guys have been a big part of that change here as they're looking for their 5th win of the season.
And stay with us here at Gulf Coast Sports Network. Towards the end of the game, we're going to announce our Glory Days Player of the Game. And at this point, it's up for grabs.
We got some defensive players on the Weeki Wachee trying for it. We got some offensive guys on the Bears that are putting their name in the hat. And we're going to find that player of the game here in just one half of football remaining.
And we're kicking off here. Bears will go out to the Hornets. Lets the ball bounce, picks it up at the 15. Taken out of bounds at about the 21-yard line.
That was number 5, Adrian Cabuzzo, on the return.
So that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Hornets, starting off here in this second half.
Just starting on the 24-yard line, so they have a long ways to go. And if they decide to go back to the foot-to-foot, double tight running attack, it'll eat some clock.
Absolutely. And they're set up that way. They're set up in the I formation. Here's the snap. Goes with the fullback right up the middle. Clogged up the middle there.
Yeah, the quarterback turned and handed the ball to the fullback, and I wasn't certain if the defensive lineman didn't take that handoff because they were in a hurry.
No gain on that play. It'll still be 2nd down and 10.
That was number 70, Hayden Taylor, who I thought nearly took that handoff.
So the Hornets take it up the middle again. Picks up maybe a yard, maybe 2.
Yeah, that's 50 on the tackle for the Bears. Carlos O'Neal, the defensive end.
Rocker Orlando picks up about 2 on that play. Bring up 3rd and 7. Traditionally a passing down right here, but let's see what the Hornets got. Set up in the I formation, single receiver on the right. There's a snap. Goes across the middle. Oh, wide open. There he goes. He's out at the 35, 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Hornets.
That's Matthew Frazier. Check out this pass. Guys, it's the same play that they got the first down on last before. Just a tight end dump, and he gets behind everybody, and he's going to run away. Look at the speed of the big defensive lineman who's now playing tight end, and that is what you get when you are trying to sell out and stop the run. You got to make sure nobody gets behind your safety, and Frazier was able to do that. And now it's 13-12 in favor of the Hornets.
Henneberg set for the extra point. See if they can make it 14-12.
Surprised they don't go for 2 here, Paul.
Kick is up. Good. Makes it 14-12.
Now that is a good start for the Hornets. We talked about how far they had to travel to get it there, and they did it in 3 plays with the quick pass to Matthew Frazier.
3 plays covering 75 yards.
Well, the Bears have been leading from the beginning of the game. This is their first time not in the lead, and they're looking at one another, but they're the first team out. They're ready to respond. Let's see how this goes.
Back to what we were talking about Weeki Wachee going ahead.
This goes back to what we're talking about with Weeki Wachee going ahead and playing tough against Central in this rivalry.
The Battle of Hexham's a real deal. I mean, anytime you can win a close game by a school that's 6 miles away, but you also get the trophy. This is the 9th time they've played.
I think the biggest score spread on this, I think Central won one year 63-10, but it's usually been within about 5 points each game. So Henneberg with the kickoff, another short kick taken by Central, fair caught at about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good fair catch by number 24, Aiden Kane. I would have liked to have seen it a little higher.
Yeah, definitely have to display those.
Yeah, it looked like he wanted the fair catch, and he was like, I'll return it, but he did a good job of not trying to, advance the ball. First down for the Bears as we get to see Joyner back under center trying to lead his offense, who first time that they are down this game.
1st and 10 for the Bears at their 39. Evans behind Joyner. Man in motion. Takes the handoff. Goes up the middle. Got a hole. Brings it up to the 50.
What? All that was a fake jet to Bergantino, and check out the replay. He takes a lot of attention, and deservedly so. And the quarterback goes north and south right now. Check him out, running, twisting, falling forward for about a 15-yard gain.
When you got a threat like Bergantino is, you got to keep an eye on him at all times. So, 1st and 10 for the Bears.
They got too many guys on defense, I believe.
Looks like they're going to be calling a timeout. It'll be 1st of the half.
All right, let's see a couple words from.
I was fortunate enough to be able to work with Divinity on a custom skincare regimen the year leading up to my wedding. It included a series of in-office treatments, microneedling, PRP, hydrofacials, and an at-home skincare regimen. So I had no worries the day of my wedding. My skin was perfect.
So the Bears got the ball 1st and 10 at midfield. Quick handoff over to...
That was Caden Bergantino again. So this time, they faked it last time. They're like, oh, they'll never think that we're going to really give it to him. But they really gave it to him. But that defense, I'm telling you, it's so hard to get outside of these fellas.
It's going to be 2nd and 13 for the Bears. Caden's lined up wide right. Ethan wide left. Joyner in a pistol formation with Evans behind. Correction, Spears. Takes the handoff. You got a lot of pressure. Dumps it short. Spears incomplete.
Yeah, he was pressured by both 2 and 10. The duo, the Frazier duo. And you saw late before the snap was hiked that they were bringing pressure with a linebacker as well.
They might need to keep a tight end in and chip either one of those guys.
Yeah, they got to do something to kind of slow up the pressure because Joyner does a nice job of stepping and shortening his throw and getting his shoulder squared right away, but it's definitely not making it easy on him.
So 3rd and 13 for the Bears here. Joyner, roll to the left, throws back across the middle. Whoa, almost picked off.
Yeah, that safety read his eyes and came in front of the wide receiver, and you can see the wide receiver's down a little bit. That looks like Ethan Bergantino, the freshman, and I think he got a helmet to the wrist or hand. Looks like his left hand kind of got crunched on that, but could have been an interception, but Bergantino didn't see the guy coming and was able to break it up with, unfortunately, his wrist, but he's on the sideline. It's going to be 4th down, Paul. Looks like we're going to punt.
Yeah, 4th and 13.
Is this their first punt of the game? I believe they've gone for the other 4th downs. Yes, I believe this is their first punt of the game.
Looks like Matt DeHart back the punt for the Bears.
Who do you think's back deep for Weeki?
That would
Paul?
be Noah Frazier. There's a high snap. No pressure. Gets the punt off. Takes a Bears bounce.
Smart play by DeHart. No pressure whatsoever. So he holds the ball an extra second just to get his guys downfield to ensure no return. Super heads-up play by DeHart. And good field position if you are a Hornet.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Hornets.
I said that wrong. It's a good field position for the Bears. Tough field position for the Hornets, but it's right where they had the ball last time when they went 75 yards.
In 3 plays.
In 3 plays.
So they got a full stack up on the line. Old-time football.
Oh, they're rushing to get a guy off the
field. Going out to the right. Martinez taken down at about the 27. Got a flag on the play.
I think the Bears had 12 fellas on the defense.
Too many men on the field.
They still have 12. They just have to get the right one off, I believe, because 5 was hustling to get off. Joyner, looks like Joyner's trying to stay out there and play a little extra. He loves defense. That fella loves some defense, and coach doesn't always love him playing, but.
So the penalty will give him a 1st down. Be 1st and 10 at the 35.
No signal, John. No signal.
Hornets lined up. Getting an offset eye.
Oh,
lost the ball.
Snap. Yeah, that's a Bear ball. Yeah,
Bears come up with a recovery.
Yeah, they landed right on that. That's number 24 for the Bears.
Adam Kane.
Adam Kane, that's right. And he's a free safety on the line of scrimmage, ready to take that ball.
Yeah, on the replay, you can see that it was just dropped the ball. Kane makes a recovery. It has stopped raining here since the first half, so ball may still be a little slick from the field. So the Bears will be 1st and 10 at the 35 of the Hornets. Joyner, quick pass to the right. Oh, overshoots his receiver. Pass intended to Seth Hamlet. Correction. Caden Bergantino.
Yeah, that's a tough throw. One that he normally makes. Those quick screens like that is very similar to a baseball throw more than a football throw, because you just kind of stepping and just sending it like a shortstop would. But it failed to reach their hands, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And he definitely gets the ball off quickly. He can definitely get the ball out of his hand. So it'll bring 2nd and 10 for the Bears.
Another penalty, Paul. Another penalty. And you can start to see the frustration of the Bears, who trail by 2 right now. And you talked earlier about how important penalties were, and they were up 12 points. And they've continued to have these penalties, and now they're no longer up by 12. They're down by 2.
That's the 3rd delay of game penalty for them this game. 2nd and 15. Joyner drops back. Heavy pressure up the middle. Goes across the middle. Looks like there might be a flag on that. Incomplete.
And they were all going for the ball at one time. The receiver was contacted, but I don't believe that their eyes were on the receiver, so they're going to give you no flag this penalty or this play. It's going to be 3rd and 15, Paul. Good. Hey, did you see the hit Joyner took, though? As he stayed in there and delivered that ball. It was not a wobbly ball whatsoever. That thing was humming.
He's under pressure all night long. Starting to get used to it, I think.
I'm just impressed that he's making some pretty strong throws in the face of the pressure.
5 receiver set on this. Joyner again. Pressure again. Steps up. Dumps it short. Going out to the left-hand side. Gets up to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, check out the replay here. Joyner pulls it down as if he's going to run it. Right now, he's like, I'm running. Oh, there's Bergantino begging for it. He's like, I'll let you have it. He gives it to him, and the crowd goes crazy right now because they know how electric this fella is with the ball in his hand. And it's a 1st down. Again, these Hornets, backing them up, and the Bears fight out of the bad field position, so to speak, to pick up the important 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15 for the Bears. Again, 5 receiver set. Joyner, pressure again. Goes short. That's Spears. Picks up about 3 yards. Just constant pressure up the middle.
Yeah.
And from the outside.
Yeah, he's not sure to know where they're coming from. He just knows they're coming. He's so poised back there, though. He just squares his shoulders and delivers the ball.
The one thing with the Hornets, they're sending the guys up the middle. The linebackers are shooting up the middle, and that's going to leave a little opening over the middle there. And Joyner has exploited it. Takes the snap, goes right up the middle. Touchdown, Bears.
Yeah, we're going to want to take another look at this. They're in the empty set. And this is designed QB run all the way. He sees how far back the linebackers are right there. Gets the ball, follows his guard, and races to the end zone. One quick move, and Joyner gets his team back on top with that touchdown.
That was a nice block there by Daniel Young coming around.
Taking
out Noah Frazier on that. So the Bears are lined up to go for 2. 6:06 left here in the 3rd. Man in motion. Joyner looking.
Oh, got a guy.
There's anything back in the end zone. Touchdown. Correction, point after.
Yeah, 2-point conversion. That's Bergantino. Caden this time. And Joyner connection, which we've seen all day. But that's his first point. Well, that's not Caden's first points. That's his first 2-pointer tonight. He has had some PATs.
So that'll put Central up 20-14.
Guys, check out that recovery room and make sure you guys are using the replay 22 to get the extra discount there, and you can have some cryotherapy for yourself for just $25. Check them out. Not far away from this game tonight is the recovery room.
So the Bears up by 6, set to kick off. Back deep for the Hornets.
It's been a good game. It's a very good game. Battle of offense and defense. And I'm glad we still got a quarter and a half left to play, Paul.
Looks like the Fraziers are in the back deep. There's the kick. Noah Frazier cuts it back up the middle. Crosses over to 35. Gets up to about the 38-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. Hornets at their own 38.
Better starting position than they've had the last 2 drives.
They're going to get back to that running game that became effective here towards the end of the first half and started off at the second half with the 3-play drive. So they're back in the I formation again. Hand off to Orlando. Goes off the right side, picks up about 4 or 5.
And that's all they need to do. Eat the clock. Get their 5 yards. That would tie the game with a score. The PAT could take the lead.
Bring up 2nd and 6. And we got officials timeout for a water break. So with 5:56 left to go, Central 20, Wachee 14.
Let's take a break ourselves, Paul.
We're back here at Gulf Coast Sports Network.
I always appreciate the McMurdo Family Vision scoreboard. Keep us up to date on all the local action.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 for the Hornets. There's the handoff. Again, Orlando stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you saw a little bit of pointing before the ball was snapped by the Bears. They felt like one of the offensive linemen for the Hornets picked his hand up, which would be a penalty, but maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But right now it's 3rd and 5, Paul.
Isaiah Butler on the stop. So the Hornets, one split right, I formation. There's the snap, quick handoff back up to the fullback. Oh, he's close to the first down.
Yeah, it's going to matter. The spot's going to matter. They're marking it as a first down.
Yeah, definitely giving him the first down on that. Let's see the replay on that.
Yeah, he's initially going to be stopped right here, and he just keeps his legs moving, bounces out of it, and he's tackled forward by the Bear tackler for the first down.
Jordan Jandro on that run there. So 1st and 10 for the Hornets, and another penalty.
Yeah, the Bears have been a lot
start.
closer to the line of scrimmage than they are currently. You know, they've been really like right on the line there. They're given 1.5 yards from the ball. Did you see there's a false start on the offense?
Looks like it's a false start on the offense. Moving back 5.
Well, last time they went back 5, it resulted in a punt because this offense right here, that 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards, that's a tough gig. You know, they've been going about 4.
Discipline is so important. There's the pass going across the middle again. Oh, in and out of Frazier's hands.
That's a quick pass. I mean, it's coming in quick. He's not far from the quarterback. You got to find it.
It looked like the Bears deep backs at least kept them in front this time. Maybe prepared for that play because they've been burnt twice on that tight end over the middle. So it'll bring up 2nd and 15 for the Hornets.
2nd and 15.
Martinez under center. There's a snap. Looking across again. Oh, this time picked off by the Bears. Matt DeHart.
That's the punter, Matt DeHart. Also playing safety. Check it out on the replay. They went back to it just the other side and the other Frazier. And he's going to get it right now. He's just going to throw it a little too far, right where the safety is. And it comes down with a quick pick. Now
Nice
we get
read.
to see. Yeah, you're right, Paul. That's a great read by the safety.
So the Bears get the ball back. 1st and 10 at their own 44. Make that the 43-yard line. 4 receiver set. Spears back deep. Bergantino in motion. Oh, that was a slow handoff, but Joyner fighting for extra yards on the left side. A busted play. Joyner made a little something out of it. Picked up about 11.
Yeah, Paul, you're on that play. Noah Frazier was going to come in hard, but he saw motion from Bergantino, so he stays true, stays honest, plays it well, and then just missed the tackle on Joyner. Just missed it, just a bit. Good hard run by the quarterback.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears at the Hornets' 46-yard line. Bergantino in motion. Makes the handoff. Joyner goes right back up the middle. Picks up about 2 yards.
Yeah, and those are painful 2 yards. He got teed off on by each of the Fraziers and also the middle linebacker coming in there to make sure he wasn't getting loose this time.
They're only going to give him a yard on that, so it'll be 2nd and 9.
I don't know if you've ever played QB, Paul, but I would imagine after taking a big hit like that, it's probably hard to step back and throw the ball.
No, I was one of the boys down in the trenches down there.
Okay. A quarterback's best friend.
So 2nd and 9. Joyner flares it out to the right. Nice catch by Davis. He picks up about 2 yards.
Yep. That was a long developing play. I mean, they had a quick little play action. Marion just kind of stayed at the line of scrimmage, counted to 2, maybe 3 seconds, and then threw his hands up for the quick pass. Quarterback had an option to throw it to the back as well, but went with the wide receiver.
Tackle made there by Corbin Blevins. Bears go back to a 5 receiver set. 3rd and 7. Joyner goes right up the middle, looking for some yardage. Picks up about 3.
Yeah, you know, he can get little. Quarterback Joyner can get little. He gets that ball and he just kind of tucks his shoulders a little bit, and he's a hard target when he's not big, you know. And it's going to be a very important 4th down here with a 6-point lead for the Bears.
It'll bring up 4th and 4. The interior line on the Hornets, they're collapsing pretty good on those runs up the middle there, and Joyner's doing a good job of picking up the holes and breaking it out to the left or to the right. But on that play, he only picked up about 2. Joyner rolling to the left. Pressure again. There it goes. On the left side.
Wow. Playing with some emotion there. Check out this replay. Joyner flips his hips at the beginning, rolls, stops, delivers a strike, and as soon as it's around him, he catches it. But look at him finish off this run with a little bit of power and emotion to give these Bears the 1st down with 1:42 to go in the 3rd quarter.
That'll be 1st down for the Bears at the Hornets' 15-yard line.
Referee speaking to the ball boy.
So restart here. Minute 42 left to go in the third. Bears up 20-14. Look at the score here. There's the handoff to Spears. Goes up the middle. Cuts back to the left. Breaks a couple tackles. Looks like he's down to about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, that's a good run by Spears. I mean, he had 3 different Hornets get a hold of him as he was able to pick up some good, strong yardage on first down.
We'll mark it first and goal at about the 4. Bears knocking on the door. Got the 5 receiver set. Last time Joyner took it himself.
Yeah.
Trying to end this time, not this time.
Not this time.
Read that one like a book.
Well, when you go empty, and that's what you've been doing is running up the middle. You know, the Hornets were not fooled on that, but it was eating up some clock.
Hornets were showing blitz on that one.
I see a yellow flag over here, or it's actually pink. So that's why the clock is not running. Illegal motion, Paul, which is going to back him up to the 10-yard line.
So we'll run first and goal again from the 10. Empty backfield. Joyner drops back, look quick over the middle. He's got Spears.
Spears gets him about back to where they were, just a little closer. But a good pitch and catch by Joyner and Spears here.
Like they mark him down at the 1. So it'll be second and goal at the 1.
The last time they were that close to the goal, it took them 2 downs right up the middle to get it because the Hornets seem to be so tough right there. We got some whistles.
Got to move the chains up.
Believe that they got it all organized. Joyner stays empty.
So here we go. Joyner goes right up the middle. Stopped again. Matthew Frazier on this one. And that'll be end of the third quarter.
You know, Paul, go ahead.
I was going to say Central Bears 20, Wachee 14.
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
I went through the VFW, I went through the American Legion, and I felt they couldn't help me. And, you know, I got in touch with Chris, and he got right to work on it, and I'd say within a year, I had 100% disability.
Welcome back to Gulf Coast Sports Network coverage of the Battle of Hexham. Central's up 20-14 over Wachee.
And they're knocking on the door, Paul, to go up another point here.
Third and goal at about the 1 yard line. Joyner fakes the hand up.
Gonna lose some yardage, Paul. Dude, we've been bragging about this defensive line all night, making it tough for Joyner. And it's really tough when they're trying to establish that run.
Tackle made there by Jasir Allen.
I believe it's going to be 4th down.
It'll be 4th down, looks like at about the 7-yard line.
I got you.
Now, you're only up 6 points, Paul, and they're electing to go for it and make Weeki Wachee go the length of the field to tie the game late or early in this 4th quarter.
Empty backfield. Joyner gets the snap. Looks to the right. Heavy pressure. Throws it. Nice catch. Touchdown. Caden Bergantino.
You know, that's just a hitch route. Check him out. The empty right there. He's just going to get into the end zone. And you know, it's a opposite side. But he comes back for the ball. Catches it. That's his 10th touchdown of the season. And if you were listening to the halftime spotlight, you would have heard him say that's his goal is to get 10 touchdowns, which he just secured.
And that was a smart play on his part because he noticed that he had to get in front of the receiver. He came back to the ball instead of letting the ball go to him. So the Bears are lining up for 2. Oh, the fumble the snap. No good.
Yeah.
Joyner took a heavy shot on that.
Well, he did cover the ball like he's supposed to. They don't get the 2, but that'll make the score 26-14. And as you can see on your screen, we are brought to you guys today by Glory Days Grill, and they are going to be sponsoring our Glory Days Most Valuable Player. And we're excited to announce that at the end of this 11 minutes and 10-second quarter. We've got a lot of guys working hard. We've got receivers working hard. We've got quarterbacks working hard. We've got defensive ends working hard. All vying for that coveted T-shirt that says GCSN all over it. And, of course, the Glory Days gift card.
It's definitely up for grabs at this point. So the Bears up 26-14. Lining up to kick off. Back deep, Noah Frazier, Adrian Cabezudo. Here's the kick. Nice kick.
Gonna be in the end zone, yeah.
Go out of the end zone for a touchback.
That'll make them 80 yards to the end zone here.
So Weeki Wachee is down to 11 minutes and 10 seconds left. Get back in this ball game. Like you said, they're only down by 12.
Which they were down by 12 early, and they were able to come back and take the lead.
You might see a heavy dose of those tight end over the middle passes again here.
Well, last one ended in an interception, but they're going to have to keep throwing it because it has been their best play, their biggest play.
Handoff up the middle. Picks up a few yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, the Bears continue to commit so many players to that line of scrimmage, but they did back up the safety for that tight end dump.
There's the handoff to Maracuccio. He goes to the left. And we got a late flag.
Flag off, right?
Yeah, that was late. We got a guy down, too.
And we have a player down.
Might be cramping. Let's take a break and look at a message from some of our sponsors.
You know, a big hand.
I'd like to thank the McMurdo Family Vision for that scoreboard update. Be 1st and 10 for the Hornets here. There's the handoff, goes up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards.
It looked like there was going to be a little bit more running room, and then it just closed so quick. And that's kind of the Bears' MO right now with having so many people that close to the ball.
It's Marcuccio. Picks up about 3. Bring up 2nd and 7.
Second down.
Again, they go back to Marcuccio. Picks up about 2 on this play.
It's going to be about 3rd and 5, Paul.
9:50 left to go here in the game. Hornets looking for a big drive here. Get the ball back. Maybe put another 6 on the board to make it interesting. Here's the handoff. Again, going up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles.
Yeah, that was the second effort that was able to get him to some yards. But when you're down by 12, you got to go for it on your side of the line of scrimmage.
Picks up 3. So that'll bring 4th down on 2. They're not going to have any doubt of going for it on this one.
This will be a big stop for the Bears defense. A no snap, no play maybe? Nope. Quarterback sneak.
Martinez takes it right up the gut. He keeps going, pushing that pile.
That has been one of their better plays tonight on shorter yardage. They've always seemed to get an extra.
Picked up about 5 on that.
So now they're playing against 2 people right now. They're playing against the Bears and they're playing against the clock because they have to be able to punch it in and get the ball back. And they got 8 minutes and 34 seconds ticking away. Ooh, they got out of their running formation.
Yeah, Martinez set up in the shotgun.
The defense has not adjusted.
Here's the snap. Martinez looks to the right. Makes a completion. Picks up about 9 yards.
That's Matthew Frazier on the catch. Check out. It's just a basic slant right off the gut. Right off the go. Right now, boom, throws it. Quarterback didn't really stand in the pocket, but still able to deliver an effective ball, catchable ball. It's going to be 2nd and short, Paul.
Number 34, Ryan Wood.
Yeah, we got a Bear that was down. Walked off on his own. Coming over to the sideline. Going to take a break here. This being the Battle of Hexham. Injuries with these guys.
You got to get back out there. They got a trophy to win, some bragging rights, some district game. But now I believe Central's going to take this timeout with 8:09. Why don't we take a timeout as well?
Play football, you develop this mentality that you can withstand anything. You're Mr. Tough Guy. So years I had been battling. I was just excited to finally meet someone who knew what I was going through, who saw my pain. To think that in a matter of one treatment, and it got better and better as I began to get treatments throughout the month. Why would you deal with this pain for another day?
And we're back here. The Hornets driving down the field here. 2nd down and 1. Martinez gets the snap. Quick flare out to the left. Drop by the receiver there.
I was just going to say before they threw the ball, the last couple times they've been in that trip set, they've been able to do a quick screen. But they usually go to the outside receiver. That was the inside receiver. And, it's 3rd and short. I believe if he would have caught it, he would have been able to pick up the first down. But heads up play by the Bears, be able to jump on that ball just in case it was live.
Hornets going back to the running attack again. There it is up the middle.
That's a strong run.
Picks up about 5 yards on that. That's Marcuccio.
Oh, I can see why the Hornets got into their 3 receiver set because if they're going to throw and it's not caught, it will stop the clock. But right now we're running at 7:49 and ticking. Back to the triple set after. They got to hurry up and get set. They're not on the line. Now he is.
Martinez, quick go out to the left there. And Frazier makes a move, goes around to the left side.
Great catch by Frazier and a big tackle by Colt Bontner. Check us out. We've talked about the triple set outside receiver screen. He catches it. Now watch him break outside and watch number 9 come down nice and low. As we said, that's Colt to tackle the big Hornet. Second and short, Paul, to go back to the running attack like you mentioned.
Second and 1. Here's the handoff. Goes up to the left side. Again, picks up about 5 yards. It's Marcuccio again.
Well, the clock will stop for them to get those chains set up, which is not a ton of time.
7:02 left here in the fourth. Bears up 26-14 here. Hornets are driving.
They're going to stay in that running attack. Or are they going to the dump?
There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to the right. Has his man wide open. That's Frazier. Picks up about 9 yards.
Yeah. Now he could have used Frazier as a blocker and just been able to run with it, put his hand on his back and see how far they could go. But he decided to take it, throw it to Frazier, who's very elusive, big, tall runner. And I swear this has been like the third time where it's been second and that much right there, less than a yard.
Yeah, he definitely had 2 options on that play. And they're going to line up again. Here's the handoff. Goes right up the middle. Marcuccio again. He's picked up another 6 yards on that run.
Number 77, Luke Passmore, blocking downfield. You got to love seeing a big offensive lineman blocking 10, 12 yards downfield, trying to spring his guy free. Check some commercials out.
Certainly I'm an avid golfer, been, golf usually weekly. Play a lot with my wife.
With the repetitive motion, as you know, with a lot of golfers, it's an unnatural motion that you put your body through.
After suffering for years with shoulder pain, Mike chose stem cell therapy as an alternative to surgery.
I'm just excited because patients that have been in pain for years that are now doing the things that they want to do. And Mike's just going to be adding to that list.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for stem cell treatment.
My name is Tom Roselli. I served in the U.S. Navy 65 to 69. Through all the turmoil and stress battling with the VA, I've come to learn that certain organizations have their hands tied and can only proceed so far, whereas Attorney Chris Chambers has the experience.
We're back here, Hornets, 1st and 10. Ball at the 12. There's the handoff to Orlando. He goes up the middle, picks up about another 6 yards.
Yeah, he's hitting that hole pretty hard. If they score, this could get pretty interesting, which, this has been a really good ball game all day. So
again, a little bit back and forth on this.
They can pick up the first down without scoring.
So 2nd and 6. Handoff again to Orlando, stopped at the line.
That's a big stop by that defensive lineman. Grabbed one arm to be able to hold on to that running back.
I think that was Isaiah Butler on the tackle on that one. Correction, Isaiah Bolter. There's the Hornets again. Martinez rolls to the left, throws. Oh, a little tall for Frazier in the end zone.
Big athletic attempt, though. I mean, he left his feet to get 1 or 2 hands on that bad boy. Good ball by the quarterback.
That'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Hornets. They can get a first down.
The rollout has looked really smooth. That's the second time we've seen it tonight. And he's had time. He's had basic receivers. It's basically a flood concept where they're all going the same way he's rolling. Big 4th down, Paul. Big 4th down.
Ball's marked short of the 5. And the Hornets will take a timeout.
I think we will go see some scores.
Time on the field.
So a 5:02 here left in the fourth. 4th and 4 for the Hornets. Lined up just shy of the 5-yard line. Trip receivers on the left. Martinez. Pump fakes once. Comes back. Oh, a little low for Frazier. It'll be a turnover on downs.
And a big defensive stand for the Bears as they will get the ball 1st and 10 inside their 10-yard line.
There's still time for the Hornets, though. I mean, they get a stop here. 3 and out. Get the ball back. Get a quick score. You can make this interesting.
Well, don't forget, tune in right after the game. We'll announce our Glory Days player of the game right after this game is concluded.
So the Bears will get the ball 1st and 10 at the 5, their own 5. Man in motion. There's a handoff up the middle. Looks like Spears. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on that.
I don't look for him to throw too many more passes this game. Right now, they're just trying to stay in the huddle as long as they can, hand the ball off, try to get as many yards as possible. If they can pick up a 1st down, that may be close to icing it.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a heavy dose of Spears at this point between him and Joyner. So it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Bears. Oh, bobbles a snap. The ball's on the ground.
Yeah.
Looks like Joyner got it.
Got to be able to protect it. That ball did fire in, and Joyner was able to keep the clock moving.
That would have been bad news for the Bears.
Yeah, that would have given more life to the Hornets.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 6. They'll mark 2 off on that play. Loss of 2.
Well, if they do stop them here, then they will get the ball back because I'm sure Coach P will want to punt this ball if they are stopped here.
Hornets show on blitz coming up the middle. Joyner fires out to the left. Gets his man Caden. Steps out of bounds at about the 19-yard line. That'll be enough for the 1st down.
I'm sure Coach P said if he's not completely wide open, run this ball. But he delivered a strike. Caden catches anything anywhere close. He did run out of bounds and stop the clock with 3:29 to go.
Joyner's been having a really good game this evening.
Yeah.
He's got about 72% pass completion on his leg. Hornets showing blitz. Again up the middle with Spears. Oh, he breaks the tackle, goes up the middle. Continues the fight.
Strong run by Spears, Paul.
Brings it up to about the 36. Let's look at the replay on this.
I think I'm most excited about the 2nd and 3rd attempt here. Wachee was trying to strip that ball, but it ended up being a good 16-yard run for Spears.
1st and 10 for the Bears here at their own 36-yard line. Snap again to Spears.
Yeah, that defensive end come on hot off the edge, and that would be Mr. Noah Frazier on that low tackle. You know, it looks like Central's probably going to finish this game off with the W, but I'm super impressed with the defensive effort for the Hornets and the poise that we've seen in Joyner and the offensive line and the 1-2 combination with Bergantino.
2:05 left to go here in the game. Spears going back up the middle again.
Well, stay tuned. In 2 minutes, guys, we will be telling you and announcing our Glory Days player of the game. They will get a coveted GCSN t-shirt and, of course, the Glory Days gift certificate. We appreciate Glory Days for being able to recognize our hardworking athletes and bring this game to you guys as well.
We'll be excited to see that at the end of the game here. Just who exactly is going to get that coveted prize. So the Bears, with 1:30 left to go, third down at about 6. Joyner takes it up the middle. Picks up about 5 yards on that. Should be up 4th and short.
Yeah, 4th and just a yard here, Paul. And I believe we have a timeout.
Weeki Wachee taking a timeout.
They're going to make them make a decision. Are you going to punt it back to us, give us the ball back? Or are you going to go for it, let my defense try? Let's check out some...
Navy SEAL veteran and endurance athlete Don Mann pushed his body to the limit and tried regenerative medicine when all other options failed.
It's unbelievable. I just assumed I was going to be in pain forever. And I've been in pain since the 80s. Now I'm running and riding a bicycle faster than I have in 7 years. Even my vision is better. I'm 100% pain-free right now. And I don't take any medications.
Call Aligned Integrative Medicine for exam and x-rays to see if you qualify for regenerative treatment.
And we're back here on Gulf Coast Sports Network. 1:13 left to go. Looks like the Bears are going to be lined up to punt. And the Bears are going to take a timeout.
I don't think they have enough people on the line of scrimmage, so they're missing one player. So we will take a break as well.
So we'll try this again. The Bears 4th and 1 at their own 45.
They got all 11 men this time.
Noah Frazier back deep. There's the punt.
Oh, hey.
He hits the Hornet. And they get back up on the ball there. Covered there by Alex Wilson.
Yeah, that's a good heads-up play by Wilson, because if it was touched by a Hornet and a Bear fell on top of it, it would be Bears ball, and they'd be able to knee this game out. But the Hornets are going to get a chance to put some more points on this scoreboard. You know, Paul, the Hornets brought the trophy in with them. They may not be leaving with it, however.
Now this ninth meeting between Central and Weeki Wachee here, the Battle of Hexham. Right now it's leaning towards the Central Bears taking home the trophy. But the Hornets aren't going to go down without a fight, so 26-14 here, 1:12 left. Man in motion. And we got another penalty.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the motion man was leaning towards the line of scrimmage before it was actually snapped or if someone else moved.
Yeah, it looked like he started to head towards the line before the snap, so they'll mark off 5, 1st and 15.
Well, they have backed up some defenders, so it looks like they're going to bring less people. Not necessarily a prevent defense, but they are going to have a little bit of breathing room for the quarterback to step back and make an actual read and be able to throw the ball. But with 1:11 left, they're only going to have a few opportunities to get this ball and go.
So twin sets on either side. Man in motion. Martinez, quick flare. Eludes one tackle. He breaks another one. He goes around the right side. Taken down after a pickup of about 12 yards.
Yeah, quick play. Quick play. Looked like number 21, Eric Marcuccio, in on that catch.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 3. 38 seconds left to go. Martinez again drops back. Oh, heavy pressure.
Boy.
Taken down hard.
That was a big hit.
Isaiah Butler.
Man, he came in nice and high. Gio Martinez, the quarterback, did not see him coming as he had his attention on the other side of the field. Able to hold on to the ball, though, as they took that shot, and the clock is ticking down to their last few seconds here.
Looks like the Bears going to move to a 5-4 record, and Weeki Wachee will drop to 2-7. And there's a long pass over the middle. Oh, it's complete.
Ending with a
and
catch.
That should be the end of the game.
By Frazier.
So the final score here at the Battle of Hexham, Central Bears 26, Weeki Wachee Hornets 14. Dave, what do we got for the Glory Days player of the game?
You know, it makes us happy to be able to bring this to you guys. The Glory Days player of the game tonight is going to be Braden Joyner, who ran for 2 touchdowns, threw for 2 touchdowns, and also threw a 2-point conversion today. Congratulations, young man, not only on your win, but your awesome performance tonight. And congratulations to Central as they take home the Battle of Hexham.
Well, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to watch Gulf Coast Sports Network's coverage of the Battle of Hexham. Again, Central 26, Weeki Wachee 14. We'll throw it back over to Will.
Thank you, Paul and Dave. A wonderful call for a wonderful game. 26-14 is your final. Central will take home the victory, as well as the Hexham Trophy, which is being handed off at the 45-yard line. We had that beautiful shot for you earlier on in the ball game. The field commentator, John McMurdo, is going to get us a nice shot there of the Hexham handoff, as it were. And there it is. The rivalry is renewed. We always love to see all the talent that we have here in Hernando County showcased, and we saw that here tonight in a wonderful battle between these two teams. But Central will take home the victory tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free for you, and it helps us out. We certainly do appreciate all your viewership and your support. Find us on Facebook and Twitter. Search for GCSN Broadcast. For Paul Smith, Dave Barrett, Wild Bill Lizer, John McMurdo, I'm Will Wilkie, and we'll see you next time